How's it going today, everybody? This is Kaiju Addict, your host, bringing you another figure review. Today we are looking at the Robot Spirits side Eva Shin Evangelion, or Rebuild of Evangelion, Eva Unit 2 Type S component set. This figure is absolutely wonderful. This Eva is piloted by the very outspoken Asuka in Evangelion and in Neon Genesis Evangelion. She has a ton of accessories, a lot to talk about. So let's just pick her up, pull her on in, and look at this figure. If you happen to be a new viewer or a returning video, please like this video, please comment on this video, and subscribe if you're new. I do a ton of Evangelion figure reviews now that I have almost finished the line, and also Godzilla tokusatsu in general. So Eva Unit 2, who I'll just be calling Unit 2 now, so I don't have to say Eva every 10 seconds, is an incredible figure, once again, as Unit 0 was and Unit 2, or 1 was. Golly, excuse me. It's pretty much the same mold across the bat. She obviously has some differences. The head, the sculpt, is completely different than the other two, which is very nice about all these Evangelions, as the heads on them are almost completely different. The only one that isn't really that different is Unit 13 and Unit 1's, but obviously there's reasons for that. But this is pretty much the same sculpt as the first two Eva that I have already reviewed, and that's okay, because she comes with quite a bit to make up for that, in my opinion. Let's look at the articulation really quick. Like I said, not too much different. She can look pretty far up, all the way down. No jaw, hinge. These shoulders are on ball joints. Move, twist, and spin. They can go up all the way, a little past 90 degrees, all the way down. They spin. The shoulder pylons are on their little ball joint. The arms can swivel in. Get very far in. The elbows are on a joint. Also spins. Very good bend for a single. The typical Tamashii ball hinge, ball joint combo. The waist on this figure is obviously super impressive. Can go very far back and can get very low. The legs are on the old pull-down style joints. They have a lot of range. Kick all the way forward, all the way back. They twist. Double jointed knees. The knee caps articulate. The ankles hinge forward, hinge up. The guard is on a small ball joint. The very gracious ankle pivot on this figure. This Eva, just like the first two, very articulated, super, just the articulation is impressive, but the fact that it can make any pose that you can get in look natural, and also unnatural because it's an Eva, is absolutely impressive. You can see photos of them on my Instagram. When they're crouched down, they look natural crouching down, which even a lot of figures that have a lot of range, like the Dragon Ball Z line, the SHF Dragon Ball Z line, they can crouch down, but it doesn't look natural. These Evas can just do it. You can tell that the Robot Spirits is Tamashii's bread and butter, their pride and joy. And quite honestly, that's what hooked me on these figures, is how just natural they look at all times. All right, let's get into a few size comparisons before we get into the accessories. Here's Eva Unit 0, who looks like she might fall over. I recently changed which shelves these guys go in. They are now going to actually be here in the tokusatsu room because they deserve to be here. And also, it keeps me out of the living room when I'm playing with these. And Eva Unit 1. All about the same size. They're all crouching down a little bit, but they're all just about the exact same size. Thankfully, as I've said a few times, they're the exact same mold. Let's chalk her up to two figures that are not the exact same mold. Forgive me, these both are in a on shelf pose. Oh, God. There she is next to Unit. Oop, and they're not even in the shot. Okay. There she is next to Unit 8 Gamma and her thrice upon a time new and improved Unit 2, which will be the next figure review in the series. If you happen to be new to how I do these, I'm reviewing them in order. So I did Unit 0. I did have Unit 2 for quite a while, but I waited until I got Unit 1, and I reviewed Unit 1. Now I'm reviewing Unit 2, then I'll do 2 Alpha, and then I'll do 8 Combat Improved version, Gamma, and then 13. Those are the only figures released right now, even though we're supposedly getting movie 3 Eva Unit 2 and movie 3 Eva Unit 8. But because they are not on pre-order, they're not probably set out to come out for a while, I will not be getting them. I will not wait on reviews for them. Just gonna move them very carefully. I hate that I'm gonna have to tear that down for the review, but it must be done. And as a last size comparison, let's look at the SH Monster Arts GMK Godzilla, in case you're a Godzilla fan and you're thinking these Evas look really nice, or maybe you've been a fan of both series for a while, you just don't know how big they are. Godzilla does not quite tower, but he is taller without the shoulder pylons, and even GMK is still a little bit more squatted down, a little bit more hunchback, so he could technically get a little bit taller, giving him a little bit of height over Eva Unit 2 here, and the regular sized Evas. All right, so that about does it for size comparisons. Let's look at the accessories, because she has a lot. So she has a absolute ton of hands. She has the regular trigger finger hands, which are very nicely sculpted. She has the obvious relaxed hands, the almost Shin Ultraman posing hands now, you could call them. She has the AT field gripping hands, or just the grabbing hands in general. I really, really like those hands. They're almost Kamehameha hands, but they aren't. She's got her set of chopping hands. Oops, sorry guys. She has the wide splayed hands. Epic, I love those. She has the fists, and she comes with her own unique set of trigger finger hands that are specifically for the crossbow, which we will look at. Speaking of the crossbow, here it is. I can't actually remember its name. I should have went in and looked at the names for her weapons before we got in here. Oops. But very nice. Nice big gun. She holds it very nicely. And the stock here can actually adjust. Want it all the way out. Or I like to do that with up close personal, kind of like Call of Duty holding. I normally have it like bent halfway just to make it a little bit smaller so she can get it nice and close. That was very nice. You can see here, she has to hold way back here, kind of like a sniper rifle. So she needs that elongated finger. She, of course, has her stand clip for under her hips, or she has a hole in the back that you can plug in a Tamashi stand. I think these work really nice, actually, now that I've been using them. They're very nice. She has her own unique blades. These are not the Evangelion blades that she had, because those were pretty much just like a box cutter with extendable blades, though these kind of do retain some of the detail from that. These are just blades that she throws and cuts with. I really do like these. I like the daggers a little bit more, but these are kind of really cool, like almost like assassin knives. She can whip them out, stab you really quick. Very, very nice looking. She uses this to kill the Titan that starts to fall on the earth. She has an umbilical cord. I almost never use these, gonna be honest. Before we get to the S-type units, she does have the gun that's included, or the gun included with this that Mari actually uses at the end of Evangelion 2.2, that has the bayonet at the end of it. So this is technically not Asuka's weapon, but it was in storage and they did include it, which is really nice. So it has the extendable bayonet, flips over, and then also something I didn't know, the top actually clips out as well. I do believe this is also the clip, but this happens in the movie. The top pops off, The blade, this is how the blade flashes out, because technically it should be like that, and then it pops out once the top comes off. But obviously they didn't do that. That'd be some pretty big engineering for a small piece. So they didn't do that. But it's pretty cool that it can do that. So it can be an actual stabby stab blade lightsaber, or it can just be the gun that it's kind of used to as well. Very nice. It's got paint. Looks good. The last set of accessories are the S-type components. So first we've got the upgraded shoulder pylons with the jet thrusters that you can see on the box there. This is for her right side. The other one's for the left. Sits like that. They look very nice. Painted well. They can still move around. That's kind of the impressive thing. I thought with the extra bulk to these that these would not be able to articulate and adjust around as much as the regular shoulder pylons, but they still do pretty well. So, very nice. Got engines on the front. And the last accessories is her shoulder guards, or not shoulder, forearm guards. These also switch out, and then you've got these kind of aerodynamic ones. They're nice, you know. Aesthetically, you can see them. It makes her look like she's more of a jetpack aviary, not an aviary, well, yeah, aviary type Eva, even though it's only for her introduction scene and then it's never seen again. So that's gonna wrap up the review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know this isn't Godzilla stuff. It's been slow. I still don't know what's going on with its Age Monster Arts 2004 Godzilla with my Japanese pre-order. I don't have it yet. I'm not going to buy another one and then get charged for a second one, so we're just waiting for Awesome Collector to get theirs. So once they get it and it gets shipped out to me, you guys will see the review. But thank you guys so much for watching this review. I love the Evangelion figures. I love everything about them. I really, really do. I'm really glad I started getting into these now while they were doing these kind of upgraded versions from the original ones, and hopefully they continue to make these figures so I can bring you guys more reviews in the future. This figure is going to get a solid 9 out of 10. This figure's great. Asuka's a great character, and I love that her Eva unit shows that as well. So, as I always say, peace, rock on, stay safe, guys. Remember to go to the Collecto Monsters Facebook group and answer the security questions during the collections for the Godzilla related stuff. If you want to see more of my non-Godzilla stuff, kind of like the Evangelions, go to my Facebook. I currently have a Godzilla vs. Evangelion short story post chapters things posted there. Go like it, enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.